Well, howdy, folks. My name is Cooter Pickleberry. This is Florida Man Cooking. Today we're going to do some stone crabs. It's actually the 6th of October right now. You can start throwing your traps in on the 5th, which I have never missed. But between my job as the head of counterterrorism for the Acme Licorice Company and then the Latin dance instruction I've been doing, as well as more realistically, travel baseball with my kid, it's been eating up all my time. And because of that, I'm a little bit late. I've got 3 traps to put together today. I lost a few last year. I don't know if they were stolen or just snagged somebody's prop and got dragged way out of the way. I'm not sure, but they went missing. I'm hoping we can avoid that this year. Usually I recover all my traps every year. Last year was the first time I lost any, but I lost 3. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a couple traps. Tomorrow we're going to go dump them. On the 15th, we're going to pull them, or thereabouts. We're going to pull them out and show you how to harvest them. The best way to harvest a stone crab, you're not taking the whole crab, obviously, you're just taking the claw. I'll show you the best way that keeps the crab alive the longest. If you do the normal tear method, a lot of people rip the shoulder out and the crab bleeds to death. And we're trying to keep a sustainable fishery. More fish for me, I like it. So I'll show you a different way to do it. A little bit more labor intensive, but it works better and it keeps the crab safer. And then we'll cook them and we'll eat some. So welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Get underway. All right, so here's three crab traps. They're basically plastic boxes you screw together. Put a wood escape hatch in. The wood escape hatch is so if the trap gets lost, the crabs can eventually claw their way through that. You'll notice a piece of pink fiberglass rebar I've got in there. I've never done that before, but I'm trying to go with a little bit lighter pour. These things are heavy to pull up when you have too much concrete, so I'm trying to use a little less concrete and a piece of rebar to kind of hold it all together. We'll see if it works. Who knows? Crabs come in here, and they can't get back out because they're not very smart. There's a bycatch hole down at the bottom, which is right about here. That allows the smaller stuff to get out, and you catch a lot of catfish and puffer fish and other stuff, and it gives them a hole to get out of the way. That's about it. So we mixed up a sack of concrete, and no rocket surgery here. We're just going to dump it in. By the way, we used a cardboard box underneath it to keep the concrete from going everywhere, and that works pretty good. It peels right off when you're done. So we just start laying concrete, and then we'll smash it down with a trowel, get it in the corners, and it'll dry up and adhere pretty well. Or so they say. It's actually, I've never had a problem with the construction part of it. It's a problem with keeping your traps when there's reckless boaters, or maybe there's people just stealing them. I don't know. Yeah, there's one down.
Here in this small town, 'cause in the end we're all buried deep inside the same hole in the ground.
Okay, so the concrete's poured. Now all we have left to do is to get our tags on it. In Florida, you're required to get a number for each of these. They're free, but you get 5 numbers, and put one in each trap, and you're good to go with the standard Florida fishing license. So that's my boy Cooter Pickleberry Jr. Here's my boy Captain Cooter Pickleberry Jr., Coast Guard rated captain. He's going to be driving the boat. He's going to be mocking me, and I'm going to be crab fishing. So he's going to hold the camera. So Cooter Jr., here you go, buddy. Oh. And unfortunately, Cooter Jr. couldn't join us today because he was watching his team play a baseball tournament. He's currently out with an injury, but he felt that he had to be there, which I appreciate. 45 pounds of fresh pig's feet. 6 pig's feet. Close the trap. Zip it. And that's it. And then we just chuck it in. Now?
For it, yep. Here we go.
All right. Okay, so we just planted our 5 recreational traps. If these losers buy some, then we can do 15 recreational traps, but I don't see that happening. So Captain Cooter Jr. is going to mark everything on the GPS so we know roughly where they are. Because in another week or so, there will be thousands of traps out here. There's already hundreds. The commercial guys have been laying for a couple of days with big boats that have pickers on them, like a little crane they use to lift the stuff out. If you're doing the recreational stuff, you gotta have an arm on the buoy and you gotta pick it up by hand. That's about all I know. We'll be back here in 10 days or something when we start pulling the traps. Well, this is pretty much saltwater hillbilly living at its finest. We wait all year for stone crab season to start. The biggest crabs usually come early in the season before they're all grabbed. A couple little pieces of equipment here. There's a paint can with concrete in it and a float. That's to mark the spot that you put your last trap. The reason you do that is if it's good fishing, you want to go back in that same spot. And it's easier than trying to deal with a GPS at slow speeds. The next thing is the Clark marble. It's a big doormat used to protect the finish of the boat from the concrete trap bottom and the barnacles that attach themselves to the trap. They'll scrape the boat up pretty good. So get yourself a heavy doormat. So we just snag the line with a boat hook and then pull it up. I'm not wearing gloves here, and the lines usually have barnacles on them fairly quickly. They'll cut you open if you're not careful, so it's not a bad idea to wear gloves. In this case, I didn't. That trap's, I think, one of the old ones. I remember it being kind of heavy, so I poured a lot thicker concrete back in the old days than I do now. And we open it up, and all that's in there is a catfish and some bones. So we were using pig's feet for bait. And the question is, obviously, did that catfish eat all the pig's feet? No, it did not. It ate some of them, but the pinfish will slide in and out of there all day long and kill your bait. So trap number 1, no crab. This is trap number 2.
Fish? That crab must be so mad.
Not big enough to keep.
Why wouldn't you give it to him? You should just imprison him for a week and you toss him back. You leave him a little snack. Nah, he's fine. Should have been reincarnated as a crab. Idiot! Yeah, what'd you do wrong? Oh, there's one. Oh, and a pufferfish. Yeah, no. Toss him off the side, bounce him. Oops. Small crab. Crab? That is a crab. I thought the same thing. Catfish. Hopes are high for these next couple traps. That's a big one. Oh, yeah. Big couple. Oh yeah, there you go. No, see, hopes are high.
All right, so we finally got a not too bad of a trap. It's not the best trap I've ever had, but it's a pretty good one. We got quite a few colossal claws out of this one, or jumbo claws, whatever you want to call them. They're massive. Good looking pot. We reach in there, we grab them. These things can bite your finger off with their claws, so you got to be careful. Need 2 7/8 inches. We got way more than that on these. We're going to measure them anyway, I think. Little dog you see on the right there, that's the boat dog, Killer McPherson. She's a rescue Chiweenie, in case you ever need a rescue Chiweenie, you know that. Pretty big crab, man. and killer almost got bit. Let's talk about harvesting the claws real quick. You can kind of bend them around and they'll release them. I find that oftentimes I tear the shoulder muscle out doing that and they bleed to death. I don't want to kill any crab. I want to keep them alive for the fishery. So we stab them in the elbow and then they'll naturally release the shoulder of the claw. You can take both claws in Florida. If they're not massive, I don't take them both. I'll just take one. If they're really big, I figure the next guy who catches it will probably take it anyway, so I'll just keep it. And we throw those in the live well, throw the crabs back, they regenerate, and it starts, you know, a couple years from now, we'll fish them again. This one's not quite as big. There's killer protecting the boat. So 2 7/8 inches, that gauge is a little bit off. It's an older gauge, so we use the lobster end of it, which is I think 3 inches, so we're always good. Stab it in the elbow, wiggle the knife around a little bit, and then they release. Works pretty good. Crabs have a pretty good survivability rate as long as you don't rip that shoulder out. If you rip the shoulder out, they have about 0 chance of surviving, and I want them to survive. We need a sharper knife. This one's been sitting on the boat in the salt air and salt water, and it's kind of dull. We need something with a little bit sharper point. You can get in there and remove a little bit quicker. But no one got stabbed. That's always a good day. Certainly seen it where the boat's rocking and guy's got a knife right next to your hand and bad things happen. But, you know, you can wear gloves too. That probably protect from that.
Don't feel the claw, don't. You've done that before.
No catfish? Oh yeah.
There's a catfish. I grab one cat. Get over here, cat. Catch tarpon in one of these things.
That's a good claw.
Yep. You gonna get it? Really good. Oh yeah. Just take the one. There it is. Here we go.
All right, so we're back. We didn't do great. We got skunked on the first 3 traps. After that, we had one good trap and one that we got a claw or 2 out of. But not a great day, not a horrible day. These jumbo claws right now at the local fishmonger are going for 36 bucks a pound, and that's it's got to be close to a pound per claw. And the smaller ones like this, which would be a large, are I think they're going for 28, I believe. So, you know, we saved some money. We got about, I don't know, 15 bucks for the pig's feet to buy these things, a little bit of gas. But we like going on the boat anyway, so not a bad deal. All right, now we're going to cook them. So we got a pot of boiling water, put a little bit of salt in it. We're going to stick just a little capful or so of vinegar in. I'm not sure if that actually does anything, but people say it does. And then we're going to stick the crab legs or crab claws in. So we're going to go big first. And the reason we're doing that is because they take a little bit longer to cook. So we get the big ones in, keep the heat rolling. And in just a minute or so, we'll start the smaller ones. And in the meantime, we'll start a timer. So I'm going 7 minutes or so, and the smaller ones will cook for probably 6. All right, it's been about a minute, so we're going to throw the rest of these in. The water will start boiling again momentarily. We just leave them alone. Now what we're going to do is get an ice bath ready, so when they're done cooking, they come right out and go straight into ice to stop the cooking process. right, now we're gonna pull them out, stick them in the ice bath, let them cool off a little bit. You see how beautiful and orange they get when you cook them. They're just gorgeous. So I'm guessing, I didn't weigh it, but I'm guessing we have a good solid 3 or 4 pounds here. So this is somewhere between, I don't know. I mean, if you're buying this at a restaurant, it'd be well over $100, but you wouldn't buy this at a restaurant because it's too much for one person. Now the trick with these is you got to cook them whether you're going to eat them or not. Cook them right away, otherwise the shell gets real hard to get off later. So you don't just freeze them, you cook them first. So we'll let them soak in that ice bath for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. That'll cool them off enough. It's too hot to eat right now anyway. So if you're going to eat them right now, the best way to get them open, if you don't have a crab cracker thing, is to wrap them in a piece of paper towel to kind of keep the juice contained, and then give them a whack with the back of a butter knife. That's a good way to do it. They do sell machines just for these. If you try to use a normal crab cracker like you use on a blue crab, it's futile. These things are stone crab hard. I mean, it's like trying to cut rock. The meat's absolutely delicious. It's one of the more expensive crabs just because it's so labor intensive, but it's absolutely worth it, and it's a great way to get on the boat in the winter when you might not otherwise use it. So these are going to be frozen and served at Thanksgiving dinner. So hopefully by then we'll have a big mess. We got a few weeks before that happens, so I'm hoping we can fill them up. But this is what they look like. Let me get a big one. That's what they look like when they're done. They're just a real pretty color and absolutely delicious meat. 2 of these big jumbos and you're full. It's pretty easy to enjoy eating these. Pretty easy to catch, but it's fishing, not catching. I mean, you're gonna have days where you get skunked. So we had 5 traps out. Only 2 traps produced anything. The rest of them were catfish and pufferfish and stuff like that. Still a good day though. It's always fun to go with your family out on the boat. It's always fun to catch some crab, and it's always fun to eat them. Thanks for joining us. God bless y'all. Hope you come back and visit us again soon. Take care.